Tristan has made horrible decisions and choices, with my sister. There's times when
Tristan has pursued horrendous choices and decisions with my sister. There's times when I'm so set off by him I can't associate with him. Think about what people we have another family confrontation in the Kardashian world. So the group, including Tristan, heads to Palm Springs for Easter. Penelope is good to go for a tomfoolery golf truck ride. Kourtney, being the Frank Kardashian, spreads it out there. She's not precisely grouped Tristan for the appropriate reasons. She nonchalantly drops the bomb on Penelope, who is by all accounts taking after her mother, who despises the person. Kourtney uncovers that she's been set off by Tristan since the very first moment. She can't simply dismiss it any longer. At last, somebody in the Kardashian faction is strongly proclaiming their dislike for Tristan. Kourtney isn't the one to hide things away from plain view, and we love her for it. We watch Kourtney hesitantly embrace Tristan, yet it's one of those cringeworthy off-kilter embraces you can basically see her reasoning. You put a shirt on Tristan, nobody needs your chest scouring on them. She's attempting to be respectful, yet obviously Tristan's energy isn't her energy. Curiously, Khloe rings in recognizing the strain association. She values that she can co-parent with Tristan, yet perceives that it doesn't mean her whole family must be ready. Khloe's glad for herself for keeping a fair relationship with Tristan, yet she's speedy to direct out that her relatives don't require toward follow. Khloe has a solid point of view, saying that since she's good with Tristan doesn't mean everybody must be. She gives a holler to Kourtney for permitting Penelope to shape her own perspectives about Tristan. Khloe believes that Penelope should communicate her sentiments, and she won't push her to change them. There is no approval or legitimization of conduct here. She raises a provocative point of view. The Penelope, who is Kourtney's girl, will ultimately begin dating Khloe, stresses the significance of not persevering. 3. Abuse more than once. It resembles a daily existence example. Don't tolerate somebody who mistreats you again and again. Khloe sees Kourtney's aversion for TR stand as a sign that is important to her on the off potential for success that Kourtney couldn't have him. It implies she genuinely thinks often about the family's prosperity. Khloe energetically participates in the junk Tristan fade, featuring their abhorrence for him. In the new episode, we witness another Khloe and Kris rendezvous, yet that is time. It's really not necessary to focus on Tristan. Kris drops an idea to Khloe. She tells her that she possesses brainpower, humor, and a decent ear for individuals. Kris tells her that she ought to begin a digital broadcast. Kris is a line saying everybody appears to have one nowadays, and Khloe could be somebody. Individuals truly need to pay attention to Kris being a pleased mother, puts stock in her little girl's web recording potential. In spite of all the recognition and support, Khloe drops her very own sensation. She values the help and accepts she could succeed in numerous things anyway. There's a major but. Khloe spills reality with regards to her circumstance. She can't take on extra obligations like beginning a fresh, out-of-the-box new pursuit. Why? Well, she doesn't have a group to depend on. Khloe spreads it out. No supervisory crew keeps close by. After the agreement is marked, they evaporate until the following agreement is on the table. There's no broker to turn to when she wants assistance or direction. It's an on you lady show. Once the ink dries, Khloe divulges the truth of her feverish life. Making sense of that, she's now battling to stay aware of her flow responsibilities. This discussion gave us a top in the background. We could have accepted that Kris Jenner has a multitude of individuals dealing with the Kardashian realm, yet Khloe putting any misinformation to rest. Khloe feels like Kris is minimizing her interests and not resolving the main problems. Kris then again demands it's a distinction in context, guaranteeing she said everything precisely as it is. Khloe spreads it out. Evidently, she's stressed that once an arrangement is marked, Kris will vanish immediately and inexplicably, passing on her to manage the repercussions on her own. Khloe is suffocating it. Different arrangements with their own arrangement of issues, and taking on a web recording without a strong group feels overpowering. She's searching for help, a group to rest on, and a broker to assist with exploring the turmoil. Kris, apparently negligent of Khloe's interests, continues to push the web recording thought. She trusts in Khloe's digital broadcast potential and sees a brilliant future for her in it. Yet Khloe is holding fast, demanding that she wants to fix the current 20 tasks on her plate prior to jumping into another one. Khloe's dissatisfaction arrives at its top. While one could accept there are chiefs under Kris to deal with the Kardashian disorder, Khloe differs. She contends that when Kris can't give answers the levels of leadership prompts partners who can't settle on essential choices in an immediate location to her supervisor Khloe, stresses the dissatisfaction of connecting with her during excursions, stupors, or yacht trips just to get reactions hours after the fact. Khloe shot back, stressing the need to weigh out risk versus prize in their conversations, drawing on a sharp model, including her stepdad, Caitlyn Jenner, who openly emerged as transsexual in 2015. Khloe featured the possible outcomes of blameless errors involving Caitlyn as a source of perspective. Khloe made sense of "we should say I'm talking regarding Caitlyn, and I unintentionally express Bruce briefly. I realize it is an honest misstep. It wouldn't accompany Malignant's plan that easily overlooked detail. That appears to be so honest, I could be demolished for in a confession booth." Khloe dig further into the elements, with her mother communicating her and I are practically the same in that we like to roll things, and we like to do everything ourselves, and it's anything but a thump on her, yet there's no conceivable way she can do everything all alone and have everybody feel like they're similarly dealt with. A great American pioneer kept on driving home her guide, underlining toward her mother that dealing with various clients requires satisfying their different necessities. She declared, "You don't give enough to everyone since you genuinely can't," in spite of Kris guaranteeing she would fabricate. The AA group around Khloe had a few lingering doubts, expressing, "I have no faith in that." She referred to the shortfall of such help in her past undertakings and featured the test of Kris shuffling jobs as both mother and administrator, where the lines frequently obscure. Khloe uncovered her battles, expressing, "I never feel like there's kin paying special attention to me. I need to do everything on my own in each and every classification and occupation I have." In a confession booth, she resolved issues with her supervisor, making a qualification between her mother and supervisor jobs, taking note of that tending to worries frequently brings about pushback and a culpability stumbling dynamic, communicating her absence of confidence in Kris' vision for her future. Weeb recording. Khloe voiced her mistake. Kris answered sincerely, saying, "You disheartened in my exhibition, and I really regret that. I need to find a thing that fulfills you. That is my work." The discussion takes an emotional turn as Khloe chooses to end it. She will not engage what she sees as endeavors to streamline things without tending to the center issues. Khloe utilizes a striking representation to communicate her disappointment. "We put a bandage over a projectile opening." She blames Kris for disparaging her, guaranteeing all is well, and she's had enough. What smells much something else for Khloe is the tireless subject of her shielding her joy all through the season, notwithstanding Kris's good-natured want to find something that makes Khloe exuberantly pleased. Khloe uncovers that she battles to find satisfaction nowadays. She's embraced an outlook of having low assumptions to abstain from getting injured, zeroing in on appreciation for what she gets. The dramatization is plainly tangible, leaving us all as eager and anxious as can be, thinking about how this conflict will reshape the Kardashian realm. What do you think? Let us in on in the remarks, and remember to hit that like button and in particular buy in for more. Until next time, stay tuned.